At a busy signal, a speeding vehicle narrowly missed multiple cars. In front of a shop, an unattended car suddenly lurched forward and slammed into another vehicle. Near a water bank in Southeast Asia, thousands of tiny insects swarmed together, creating a scene that looked unreal. Under heavy clouds, electric poles crackled violently as sparks raced through the wires, terrifying everyone nearby. On open water, a powerful wave smashed into a boat, nearly flipping it with passengers still on board. Far out at sea, a massive fish struck a boat with such force that it capsized before stunned onlookers could react. Along a mountain lake, firefighting aircraft skimmed the surface to collect water, turning precision flying into a breathtaking sight. On a crowded street, an object suddenly dropped from above and narrowly missed a man, leaving everyone speechless. High above an open field, a skilled pilot flew the aircraft completely upside down beside hot air balloons, defying gravity itself. From a speeding truck, a loose tire broke free and rolled wildly down the road like a runaway missile. During a high-speed race, one car clipped another from behind, yet somehow avoided a catastrophic crash in a heart-stopping moment. Inside a house, an unexpected explosion turned a normal moment into chaos, scattering debris everywhere. While practicing with a car jack, a new driver lost control and slammed straight into a building, shocking the crowd outside. During unloading, a hydraulic lifter suddenly failed, sending a massive container crashing onto the truck below.
Hi, my name is Taylor.
Inside a home, a child's toy unexpectedly flew into an open flame, triggering panic among the parents. Along a mountain road, a fast-moving vehicle smashed into the roadside, leaving nothing but silence and disbelief behind. In an industrial zone, a reversing lifter struck another car, and the stunned worker could only stare at the damage. In a wide-open area, a large group of animals moved endlessly in a perfect circle, leaving scientists puzzled. In a backyard, a playful dog attacked a stream of high-pressure water like it was a personal enemy, turning chaos into comedy. In front of a massive crowd, a disabled man stunned everyone by pulling an entire truck using a small vehicle. On a quiet lake, a man calmly rowed a boat while balancing a bench and table on top, testing physics itself. Nearby, a child joyfully drove a toy car through piles of dry leaves, completely lost in the moment. While working on a vehicle, a car rolled downhill as the man struggled and failed to stop it in time. While washing a bicycle, it suddenly rolled free and charged toward a biker on the road, causing instant panic. Indoors, a man injured himself while assembling a table, proving even simple tasks can turn painful.
Oh my god.
Can I smell it?
At a work site, boxes slipped from a lifter and crashed down, triggering instant anger among the crew. While lifting crates full of watermelons, everything collapsed, sending fruit exploding across the ground. Inside a warehouse, loose items spilled everywhere as workers lost control of the load. Deep in a jungle path, a man attempted to jump over mud. On rough waves, a woman attempting to surf lost control and was tossed around by the water. Outside a building, a dog suddenly dragged its owner to the ground while her child watched in fear. Without noticing, items fell from a man's hands onto a shelf while he searched the floor in confusion. Inside a building, a confident bowler celebrated too early. Outside a house, a washing machine tipped forward and crashed while being moved, ending the job instantly. On a highway, a moving car suddenly burst into flames, forcing the driver to pull over immediately as smoke filled the air. On a busy street, a child stepped into traffic but survived thanks to a driver's lightning-fast braking. Showing off football skills backfired badly when a woman fell hard. While delivering a package, a man was chased by aggressive dogs and barely escaped unharmed. In front of a crowd, another child ran into the road. Tornado formed suddenly across an open field, pulling dust skyward and leaving witnesses frozen in disbelief at its raw power.
That one's long.
Floodwaters ripped through a mountain settlement, flattening homes and tearing trees from the ground, as stunned onlookers watched nature take full control. Rising floodwater invaded a home, turning the living space into a pool where a dog swam calmly through the chaos. High-speed collisions sent a Jeep crumpling on impact, leaving twisted metal and shocked faces lining the roadside. Tractor-trailer detached on a railway crossing, and moments later, a train obliterated it as the helpless driver could only watch. Three-wheeler rider lost balance after slamming into a concrete barrier, hitting the ground in a moment that looked painfully dangerous. Shark cruised alongside a small boat in open waters, creating a tense but unforgettable encounter for the man on board. Scooter smashed into the roadside, shattering its front end as nearby pedestrians gasped at how fast it happened. Tire exploded violently on the street, knocking a man to the ground as shock instantly turned into fear. Fighter jet pilot ejected mid-flight and descended safely by parachute, a dramatic reminder of training saving lives. Strong winds pushed power lines dangerously close to a moving aircraft at the airport, creating a heart-stopping near miss. Racing car disintegrated on impact during a high-speed crash, sending debris across the track in front of stunned spectators. Firefighting aircraft skimmed a mountain lake, scooped massive water loads, then dropped them over burning forest zones. Vehicle lost control on a snowy mountain road, slammed into another car, and narrowly missed fleeing bystanders. Pickup truck roof scraped violently under a low bridge, proving just how unforgiving misjudged clearance can be.
Holy
Group of runners waved national flags proudly, turning the street into a moving display of celebration and unity. Fireworks spiraled out of control near a home, forcing residents to flee indoors as explosions erupted unpredictably. Lava burst through the earth under immense pressure, reshaping nearby land as molten rock flowed toward water bodies. Ostrich chased a woman riding a four-wheeler, turning an ordinary ride into a fast and funny survival moment.
Save my stuff for one.
Man gently offered water to a thirsty squirrel, capturing a rare moment of kindness between human and wildlife. Tiger backed off and fled as a bear stood its ground, flipping the expected predator hierarchy in seconds. Stingray burst onto the beach while fleeing sharks, then slipped back into the sea as the chase continued. Squirrel drank straight from the bottle, then dashed away, leaving behind a surprisingly wholesome scene. Moose charged at a bear near the water's edge, creating a tense standoff in front of amazed onlookers. Pack of sharks surged toward shore, hunting a sea lion, failed the attack, and retreated into deeper waters. Woman displayed extreme flexibility during an indoor workout, leaving viewers both impressed and slightly worried. Another walker lost footing on a slippery road section, crashing down as nearby people rushed to react. Child accidentally struck a woman on the couch, triggering panic as she choked before quick help arrived. Pedestrians slipped on a wet street surface, falling hard and ending the moment in painful embarrassment. Sleeping man got startled repeatedly by a prank, proving some scares only get funnier the second time. Man pulled a wig off a mannequin and wore it for a photo, creating an unexpectedly hilarious moment. Glass door collision caught a woman off guard, turning a simple entry into a sudden and painful impact. Hot food spilled across the floor mid-carry, leaving the cook staring in disbelief at the ruined meal. Peacock wandered into a bedroom, woke a man abruptly, then casually walked away like nothing happened. Violent windstorm ripped loose objects into the air, forcing people to sprint towards shelter. Powerful winds dragged parked scooters across the road as people struggled to stay upright in the storm. Lightning struck amid raging winds, destroying interior spaces as crowds ran for safety outside. Lightning split the sky behind spinning windmills. Floodwater smashed through a building wall under immense pressure, leaving structural collapse behind. Rat balanced effortlessly on overhead wires near a home, defying gravity in a strangely impressive sight. Tire blowout filled the highway with smoke, blinding drivers behind and triggering instant chaos. Water geyser erupted from the road beneath traffic, blocking the way and causing a shocking crash. Skilled truck driver regained control on a two-way highway, avoiding disaster as vehicles rushed toward him. Bus rolled onto a railway crossing and was destroyed by an oncoming train, leaving witnesses horrified. Massive pole collapsed onto a busy street while a nearby tree burned, stacking danger upon danger.
Watch the line! Hey! Get away!
Cargo fell from a moving truck, narrowly missing a biker who froze in shock.
大哥，你来吓我！
Electric pole violently discharges sparks into the air, creating a dangerous spectacle that shows how quickly infrastructure can turn deadly. Fire erupts straight from the ground in a remote mountain region, turning a quiet area near buildings into a terrifying natural mystery caught on camera. Massive flames burst out inside a construction zone. Sudden explosion rips through a construction street, forcing workers to sprint for safety as confusion and fear take over in seconds. Commercial aircraft tilts dramatically during landing at a busy airport, where expert piloting turns a risky moment into pure aviation skill. Fighter jet screams past city buildings at extreme speed. Mud-covered boat struggles to stay afloat as passengers come dangerously close to sinking. Enormous fish launches itself out of the water beside a small boat, creating one of those blink and you miss it wildlife surprises. Girl casually displays unbelievable flexibility indoors, leaving the crowd amazed by the limits of the human body. Unexpected blast erupts inside a working facility, sending people running as survival instincts kick in instantly. Powerful water waves slam into beachgoers, knocking people off their feet in a moment that looks both shocking and oddly unreal. Man balances high above the ground on a massive ladder while cleaning a tower, making every movement feel painfully risky.